Flat Earth British subscriber channel, Lee speaking. So, looking through an atlas today, hopefully. This one seems to be Edinburgh. So let's see what we can see. Well, I think just to start off with, if this is one area, we clearly have two types of build here. We have these extremely large buildings, and these very simplistic buildings which all conform to the same model, with this like curving going up. And then we've got these. This is the other type. That obviously doesn't look like a dwelling place, or that either, or even this. But nevertheless, all of the rest are the same. Again, this is the other type of build. Quite see what that is. Again, very different to this. Can't quite make that out. And this building. So quite clearly, two types of build there. And by the looks of it, it doesn't look like these people are much up for building these kind of constructs. Perhaps this, but that's about it. And of course, the ground is a mess, isn't it? It's a dirt track. There's no concrete here. So there's no heavy lifting that's going to be possible. Any transport of stone is simply not happening, is it? Okay, let's go to the next. We're still in Edinburgh. Yeah, just two very different types of build. The larger buildings are of a different style, and the land itself, I think that's a lake there. Yeah, the land itself is very green. It's very muddy. Yeah, what's that? Not, I think. Again, what do we have here? Yeah, sort of Dick Whittington character. Is that a dam? No, it's the top of a house. Very simplistic. Very odd. Very odd, in fact. Steps on the outside of a house. No ground floor windows, just one first floor window. No windows. So steps going up, stairway. Just tiny little windows up here at the top. Not even sure they are windows. And one door. And something that looks like a chalice. And this, hard to say. So, this house. If this is a house, how is that a house? We've got no windows on this side. We've got two windows not even lined up here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 windows just on the side there. That might be a window, but if you think that this is the loft area, yeah, why would you have windows at ground level in a loft? Exactly. And if that is a stairway going up to all floors, yeah, why are there windows on every floor but not in the building? Yeah, makes no sense, because it's probably not originally it probably wasn't a dwelling place. Again, it's what, one, two, three, four window, two, one there, a door there, no window. What is this? Yeah, what is this? There's some kind of water wheel there. Yeah, but what exactly are they doing with that water wheel? Exactly. Very curious. What else have we got? Yeah, we're still in Edinburgh. I presume this is from a different angle. Um, well, the place looks a mess to me. Looks a complete mess. The buildings aren't vertical. I mean, this is a road. Is this a highway? Or no, it's a field, because he seems to be ploughing. Yeah, it could be because this is an open book, so perhaps that's something to do with it. Why it all looks a bit strange, very strange indeed. Uh, yeah, it just looks very odd. And when I look at this building, it seems almost to be partially buried within this. Yeah, it seems to be partially buried, and it's almost, this is almost looks like a donut. Just odd, very odd. And is that a staircase going in to something? Perhaps there. Was there anything else? No. Next. Still in Edinburgh. Okay, so any sign of mud floodage? Well, if this is a normal sized door, that's a handle. I'm guessing if you bend down, you might be able to peer out through there if it's a window. But then you wonder, why would you have that brickwork above these windows, as if they were once doors or windows? Let me just get a bit of perspective here. Right, so the engravers around this area. So, because I'm just trying to judge the distance between the bottom of this window to the ground level and here. Okay. It's a little bit odd, because we've got this ring here, but we haven't got it on these two. It's a bit odd. Not quite sure about that. Odd. Also, we've got these slats coming through like that, like that. Here, either side of the door. Now, I've been told that these, because you'd have kind of like a bit of a circle here. It's not just a complete straight line. These were for archers, so that they could arch people. haven't they? If so, why are they at different levels? Why is that shorter and that longer? And why the necessity for slats? Yeah, when you've got windows that you can fire arrows out of. So it just doesn't make any sense at all. And yeah, these definitely look like these were once windows or doors, much bigger. This brickwork being a clue. It's very odd. We've got some up here, haven't we? I mean, I guess I'm going to guess that this is some time after a mud flood. I don't believe there was a date on it. But you're going to have to say to yourself, well, what are these on top of the roof? At this point, what is the function of this? If it's just a watchtower, why do you need two? It doesn't make sense for these to be watchtowers. So that's not what they are. Again, we've got these weird looking things on the top. Is this supposed to be a chimney? What's this function? What is this a symbol of? Is it a crown or something like that, perhaps? And here, these were, we think were chimneys, yeah? But since when do you have these huge iron rods going through a chimney? So, no sense whatsoever. Okay, uh, if 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 we say that this is the ground level, so you go into this building and you start walking along, yeah. Why have you got such high windows up there? Because you'd never be able to see out of them. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Um, I mean, what is that? What is these symbols? Mm. Very odd indeed. I would suggest that the initial uh, building of this construction, it had a purpose, but it was not as a dwelling place. Not at all. It just doesn't even make sense. This is very odd. So this is apparently Edinburgh Castle. I can't quite make out what's happening with this rock. In a sense, it looks like you've got alcoves in the rock, kind of thing. It's like it's all gone this way. It's like a curl. Yeah. All on one side. It's like, so that's very, very odd. And when you look at the rest, there's no clue as to why this has happened. And what are these? They're just to catch falling rocks or something. Wind traps. Uh, well, this is obviously like a tower, but it's not very high, and it's kind of like skew-if. So it's a straight line. If we just follow this line, yeah, this isn't straight, and clearly there's people living in this building because we've got some smoke coming out of the chimney. But where is the smoke out of any of these chimneys? So is this place completely deserted? Yeah. And what's going on here? Why isn't it just flush at the end? Why does it appear as if part of the building's fallen away? And why is there this step formation going on here? So, this has been standing, and something has happened to cause even part of this to actually be buried within this mountain. So something's gone seriously wrong. Either this has been raised up, or the surrounding area has been pulled down by something. And this must be a clue to it. Yeah. So if indeed this was, oh no, this was the ground level, perhaps. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, it's just bonkers. It's bonkers, and it's just not normal. Oh, what is that horrible noise? Oh, it stopped. Right, so let's look at this little collage of windows here. Yeah. Now, how does this make any sense at all? Got window up there, tiny little one there, bit of ornate bits at the top. What is going on? Where's the ground level? Is it here? The next ground level's there. Yeah, so it's all wrong. Everything's wrong. Now, of course, at the time of this engraving, people have moved in, I suppose, and maybe added their own little figurines to the outside, the exterior of the buildings. But again, so first of all, at this ground level, you can't just walk straight in, so they've had to put some steps up, to get up to this floor. Yeah, so let's just say you're about this high, your head, providing that this door is small, small, just for a human being to go into. Well, you're not going to be able to see out the window here or here, really, unless your head's up here. So then if you've got that area, and then I guess the end of the ground floor is going to be kind of like that level, well, you're going to be hitting your head on the ceiling. You won't be able to see out the window, will you? Because you'll be too high. So again, this is not a house. It's not a house. It's simply not. It's not practical. It doesn't work. And what is that? Now you could say this is a tower where people can go in and look out. Okay, if there's a spiral staircase going up, I suppose it wouldn't really matter where the windows were, because you could, at some point from going up and down on the curve of a metal staircase, you could probably peer out of a window. But what about this? Is there just like a little chair in there, and someone goes in there and just sit there and look out the window? I mean, what is the function of that and that? Just craziness. Completely illogical. So let's check out the windows here. I guess. I guess. Yep. They might be okay. They seem a little bit higher. Yeah, so you can only see out of them if you were standing up. So if you're sitting down on a chair, you can't see out the windows. Um, at least there's a little bit more conformity on this one. There's no smoke coming out the chimneys or anything. And look at all of this array of antennae. Yeah, and flowers. What's going on here? So if this is the ground level now, yeah, so you can go and walk in. What is the point? Is that a monkey? I mean, what is the point of putting all this up there? Because you're not going to be able to see it, are you? Because you're too far down. You'd have to come way, way back down the road, and then like slowly approach it. But as you do, it just goes up the closer you get to the door. So, what is the point? What is the point? Um, uh, why are those windows up there? And what is the point of these things, these little tower ridges at the top of this tower? What function does it serve? And why would you build this on the corner of a tower? What was its function? Do you just sit on a chair in there and look out the window? What? What? Yeah. And no, I can't really tell about the brickwork there. Right. So this is very odd, isn't it? Yeah. It's sort of like plateaued there, plateaued there. There's a distinct lack of trees around. There's one there, which seems to be on an island in the middle of this river, or yeah, river or pond. Yes, very odd, very odd, odd looking. Okay, what else? Right, so I suppose this is hasn't been converted into a church yet. It's definitely suffered. I'm not sure if these are graves or not, but it's definitely suffered a lot of damage. There's no roof here. There is a roof there. No doubt it would have been something up here. Got a pointy bit here, but not here. Um, it looks like there once was something there, but it's not there anymore, and all you've got is the imprint of where it once was on the fascia. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It looks like um, something has blown outwards. Yeah, and that's probably what this rubble is. Yeah, this has exploded from the inside out. Yeah, it's taken the roof off. It's probably taken off something that was on that. Yeah. So I don't know if they were kind of like counterbalancing energy off of the tower in some way. Yeah, they, I don't know, reversed polarities or something. Yeah, and on this side, yeah, it just went boom. So that's definitely worth a thought. Um, yeah, we've got a river here, water wheel for the river. Yeah, okay. Uh, and beyond that, can't see much going on there. We've definitely got trees. But again, there's no sort of real industry going on here, is there? There's no road building. There's no cobbled streets or nothing. No cobblage. Right, what have we here? Oh, I think it's quite clear that there's a large part of this construct that's missing. Yeah, afforded by all this coming out, protruding out, and this obviously, it looks like it's all been broken away, doesn't it? Like, what probably it looked like was that there would have been a tower here, yeah, ancient tech doing its thing. Again, they've put on uh, their thing to try and regulate whatever's going on in some way, and again, it's gone wrong. Yeah, they've got the polarities messed up or whatever. Yeah, and boom, and this time it's taken out the tower. So yeah, yeah, and that is some depth, you know, you know. So they were really dealing with some real power for that kind of depth. Yeah, and of course we've got all these completely unnecessary to the point of the lie of this being a church. Yeah, just completely unnecessary. Yeah, just completely unnecessary. But as an ancient tech machine, yes, it's probably all part of it. But again, look at the ground. Think about the weight of all this masonry. Yeah, yeah, not working. Yeah, damage. Where is it? I mean, it's just been boom, isn't it? Boom. Oops. Go back, please. Come back. Come hither. I might have to pause it for a second. Sorry. Pause. Okay, guys. So I was going for that particular atlas because I found something that I think that they've missed. Okay, and for me, the entire site has gone down like that. So I checked on this site, put in the URL address, and it says it's up and reachable. The website is probably down just for you. Okay, so yeah, I'm not quite sure how to carry on from here, but clearly, something is up. I'm obviously being tracked on what I'm doing, and they're getting scared. Okay. Um, I think the thing is that my search terms that I use at Gallica, um, just seem just like I might type in the word house, or I just might type in a word wall. Okay, uh, and it's surprising what kind of results come up. But if I was to maybe type in St. Petersburg or something like common things, search terms that we've all been using when we look on this site. Okay, I think that they're processing all that stuff and checking it all out and making sure, okay, that everything's okay, that they haven't missed anything. But because of my search terms, they don't know, they're not ready to get into these books and rub stuff out or whatever. They'd have to go for their entire database, and so this is what happens. Yeah, I get kicked out. Yeah, and I can't get back in. Yeah. but it's working. Yeah, because another site, another IP address has checked it and it's working. Yeah. So there you go. So I'm going to pause it again and I don't know, see what I can do. Okay, so I'm back. Right. So so what's happened? Okay, is I've been checking my internet connection. Yeah, and I've suddenly found this. Yeah, I click it, and somebody is hacking into my internet from no doubt somewhere nearby. Yeah? And it was that was affecting all this. So anyway, so try and carry on. I hope. Okay, good. Okay. Excuse me. Just need to try and remember where I was. Yeah, I think I was about there actually. So yes, catastrophic event there. There's nothing there. Said about that, been an explosion from the inside out, and yeah, odd kind of plateauage going on there, almost as if it's been handmade. Hey, what's next? Well, this looks like it's been pushed up, doesn't it? Yeah, what it looks like. Where's the rest of the land? So yeah, definitely some overhaul there, that's for sure. Uh, but what exactly are they doing there anyway? You know, so they've got 1, 2, 3 houses, a fortification. I mean, is that supposed to be a house or a dwelling place or something? I mean, can you imagine on a stormy day? This place just be like washed away, wouldn't it? Yeah? Very odd and doesn't make sense. Um, yeah, we've got the standard builds here that might be houses, might not be. You know, we've looked in on them. Well, I mean, is that hay? Are they bales of hay? Is this like some kind of a farm or something? I don't know, storehouse, perhaps. It does look like that may be wheat there. Um, yeah, and then just just these huge structures again, doof, 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 and probably these towers, buildings put onto them. Resembles these a bit. Yeah, I mean, what are they doing there? What are they doing there? What are these people doing? They're just fishing, bit of farming, perhaps. Why are they building this? Why would they be? Why? Why would they? There's just it just doesn't make sense at all. I wonder how many times I've said that phrase. Okay, so what we got here? So we've got a tower. Yeah, odd shaped windows, odd places. Yeah. Why not have that down here on the ground floor? Why is that up here? Where's all the rest of the gubbins? Yeah. Uh, well, what a surprise! Yeah, this was obviously what we call a church today, yeah? Built onto the tower. Yeah, certainly looks like that. Not quite sure what this part is. Yeah, and obviously it's all gone very, very wrong. These gravestones, perhaps. Yeah. Or were these actually on this building and they've just stripped it all off to get rid of all of the true history and the explanation about what's gone on? Is that what this is? Is it? Uh, or are these actually like tombstones, gravestones, which they're going to use to make a new floor when they rebuild all this and decommission this? Just call it a house of God. See if there's really much to that. I mean, how would you enter into this structure exactly? Looking at it, how would you get in there? Yeah, clearly a bit of machinage, for sure. And what we got here? Well, we've got another tower. This isn't quite a church as such, but they definitely built it onto it. Yeah, it's all gone very, very wrong, hasn't it? And you think how big these pieces must be. Yeah, it don't just fall over. Yeah, I mean, if it just all fell over, yeah, these pieces wouldn't be down here; they'd be up here, around here. Yeah? But you've had an internal explosion, boom, and look, this side's okay. Yeah, so there's a pattern emerging here. Yeah? So that's what wasn't working, I guess. Yeah, they just didn't know how to harness the power. Yeah, not too much else there. Again, just look at how the land lies. It's a mess. There's been a huge turmoil going on. Yeah, I mean, the state of that bridge. Yeah, who builds a bridge like that? Yeah, so there was something here before, and all of this mud, rock. Yeah, it's just engulfed stuff. Yeah, but there are parts that were left, perhaps because they were actually seated upon rock and not just a foundation put down in mud. Yeah? But the evidence is all around, isn't there? There's been a land level upheaval and downheaval all over. It's like a bit of masonry there. I wonder where that flew out from. Yeah, yeah, we've got a tower there. It looks intact. I see a big hole there, so you know I see one half there and a missing other half. No, I can't see anything going on there particularly. Right, there's some people around. Okay, it's just horse and carriages and spears, perhaps guns, perhaps. Okay, so exactly how big a door do you need? Yeah, and steps going up, yeah, into, is that a window or a door? I mean, how high do you need a door to be? Are these windows or doors? They're the same height as the people, right? So let's just say the next floor is here, yeah, and you look at the size of them, yeah, they wouldn't even be able to see outside. And then again, yeah, and then the window is so much higher. Uh, just no sense at all to these buildings. Yeah, are these supposed to be chimneys? Yeah, so how does that work? The fireplaces are here, inside. Um, yeah, well, I think that's it for that. Yes. Okay. Right. Descending on this scene. Okay, so there's an arch there, and nothing. Okay, so on this one, there's no tower, nothing. I think. Yeah, so it's difficult for me actually to see. Um, but again, a machine just completely devastated. Just and these people just walking around fishing and stuff. It's just they're not up for all this kind of architecture. I mean, if that's a person and this is like concrete or whatever, imagine how heavy that would be. Yeah, and it's all dirt track. And surprisingly, we've got quite a lot of trees around at this point. The trees aren't damaged, just the building. Yeah. Or has this lied in a ruin? Excuse me, for about 10 or 12 years or something. Yeah, it's one or the other. Okay. I think this is a close up of that picture, in fact. Well, there's absolutely no tower left, wherever that would have been. Uh, yeah, wow. Yeah. Yeah, just observe the ground, observe the people. Yeah. There's no repair work going on, is it? What are these people doing here around here exactly? Are they fixing stuff? No, no, they're just kind of just there, sort of in awe, aren't they? Uh, yeah, I mean this is some serious damage. Yeah, serious damage. And here is the creme de la creme. Yeah. Now, what have I got here? What are these? Yeah. Now, if I say pipe organs, yeah, I think they've missed something here, guys. Yeah. Now, this is not a roof, okay, from a certain perspective. That is not what this is. If you really think about it, in the perspective how this roof would look if you was looking from this side or that side, yeah, it wouldn't make sense. It's too disjointed. Yeah, nobody makes a roof like that. So it's not perspective. It is as it is. These are like rectangular things going down into here. Yeah, perhaps even into an organ or something that generates sound. Yeah, they missed this, guys. They've missed it. and I found it. Yeah, evidence. Yeah, evidence that these were channeling sound for a purpose. Okay? Uh, of course, this has gone wrong again. Yeah, so we've got the tower. Boom. Yeah, what we got this side? Um, uh, that looks like that might have been some kind of a roof coming across to here somewhere or something like that, and across there to there. Gone. Boom. And I don't. Are these gravestones or bits of that? Doesn't look like a gravestone to me. That looks like a bit of masonry. Yeah. So how has it got there? Yeah. How does it get from there? And you think how many square feet in circumference this building is? Yeah, and that's kind of like central. Yeah, and this is all the way out here. Yeah. Boom! Explosion. Look, gone, gone. Yeah. So they've messed up again. So there it is. There it is. Yeah, part of the organ. Yeah, so it was coming out at least from there. As to the windows, cymatic patterns, was this just a specification of the kind of tones that was coming out, or did it interact? Did it permeate through these like speakers, and did this somehow change the resonance or the speed or the whatever, the depth, the frequency of the sound coming? I don't know. I don't know. But that, yeah, is evidence that tells you that it definitely came out there at least. So definitely emitting. And of course, this is all part of it, guys. This is all part of it. All part of the structure and all these little nodule things on the tops. Yeah, it's all part of it. But in hindsight, they just couldn't work it all out. Yeah, and they just decommissioned these anyway because they're just too dangerous, obviously. Okay, here. Yeah, I mean, look at state of the art building techniques here, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely, eh? Yeah. And then you've got these. Yeah. I suppose the question is, why did these people at this time decide to flock around these towers wherever they found them and then make them into, a community? And what was the focus? What was it about these that drew them to these areas where these exist at that time? What was it? Um, well, again, another tower. We've got the building of onto, yeah, and well, even this side as well. So I mean, they're obviously trying different things. Let's zoom in a bit here. Um, oof. Uh, well, I don't think I can quite work out what form this was before it blew up. To be honest, uh, yeah, there's some windows there. So obviously, this has been the land level's come up or this has sunk down. One or the two. Whether that coincides with these things going off like a bomb. Yeah. I mean, is there any masonry around? Uh, Now I can't see too much going on now. But yeah, I mean, could you just imagine being around here at this time? You know, there's obviously a community around. You've got some woodwork going on here, perhaps, or maybe some stone masonry going on. You know, so it's a community, and you've got this. You know, somebody must have known what had happened in these villages. You know. It must have been recorded and then removed from our present history. Uh, uh, this one still seems intact. Oh, sorry, excuse me a second. And I'm back. Again, a tower. I've built something onto it, yeah, and it's gone, isn't it? It's gone. Um, I don't think that's a roof. I think that's the land as it lies behind. Yeah, but this is perhaps going across. Oh my gosh! Look, we've got another tower here. Yeah, and the whole place is in shambles. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I mean, however these worked, you have to wonder if there were windows in there originally when this thing was built. I mean, that's a window as well. I know it's a door at this time, but the ground level would have been far much lower. What would be the point of haphazardly putting windows in all like that? It's just not what it seems. Um, what part would have that played? It sort of looks like the far right hand corner there, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, yeah. So here we go. In the presence of two towers, yeah, everything has gone to crap, basically. Yep. Yeah, we've already looked at that. Okay, so yeah, well, the ground's a mess. Um, Now we've got some sort of church type buildings, but we haven't got the towers. We've got some thin things going on here, yeah, but it all looks intact. That is a tower. Uh, it doesn't look like anything's joined to it, so I guess they're pretty safe there. Um, yep. Okay, so on the assumption that this is joined to this side and there was another one this side, yep, polarity gone wrong, boom, yep, and mud. And what is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. So I'm just trying to get a perspective here. I don't, um, okay. I'll just leave. I'll just leave you with that. Try and work that one out. Good heavens! I mean, that was You know, this is part of it, part of that building. This part is part of. This is all like one building. Wow. Uh, I'm at a loss for that. Yeah, doesn't happen very often. Okay. So I've got some domage here on this building. 1, 2, 3. So you've got 3 floors with windows, and below, no windows. Okay. Right. Can't quite see what that is. Not much to see there. I suppose the only thing is looking at this and the rest of it, this sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? As they say in England. I don't know why a sore thumb would stick out. I suppose so you wouldn't use your thumb because you've got it stuck out. Okay. A bit of a wheatage going on there. Towerage. No roofage. Yeah. So again, boom. Oh look, there's more. Yeah. Boom. Yes. Oh, have I been there? Oh, okay. No, I haven't. Right. So what have we got? One side complete, the other side decimated. Yeah. And probably a metre or something now, probably. And the whole landscape's gone to shit. And masonry, yeah, is that sort of like flown over to here, perhaps? Oh, over here as well. Over here. That is some kind of an explosion. I'm surprised. The thing is, we've got no trees around or anything, have we? We haven't got any trees. We've got a couple of little about lettuce or something, bit of something or other. Oh, there's some trees over there. Yeah, but you get the general gist, don't you? Been there. That is just that is mind-boggling. You know. Oh, I mean, it's almost like round, isn't it? Like a coliseum or something, But then you've got that park. It's just odd. And how deep does it go? Yeah. Uh, but like Wise Up says, these towers tend to be on the top of hills. Yeah. And this is the top of the hill, isn't it? Yeah. And you can see the flow of the mud. It's sort of like that. Like that. Well, what's happened? It's you've got like a wave there. It stops. Another wave. It stops. Another wave. It stops. Another wave. It stops. Sound waves. Yeah, waves of mud. Sound waves. Dum 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 dum. Right, so got a church there. Looks like there's a roof missing. Yeah, see, that's a roof, isn't it? Yeah, but where's the roof going across there? How comes you can see that part of the building? Yeah. Um, what direction is the sun shining from? We need shadows, so there's a shadow. So the sun shining. Oh, excuse me. But the sun is over here, casting the shadow of the man. Excuse me. So yeah, sun is shining, and we can see the gappage. Yeah, that should be black, like that roof, because the sun's that way, coming that way, that way, that way. Don't know. Right. Okay, so looks like a tower there. Can't really see. Now you've got a crop of houses here, by the looks of it, or something. Now, why would you do that? Why would you build something on top of something like that? I mean, it's going to take an hour to get up there, isn't it? You know, if you want a high vantage point, why not sort of build a gradual track going up to somewhere like here? It's even higher than that, or up here, or just there. You have a nice big castle on there. Yeah, why there? Has this been pushed up, and at the same time everything else has been mud flooded? You know, is that what happened? And where's the mass of trees? Well, there's no trees anywhere. There's a little bit here, a little bit there. Why not? Why not here? You know, just a little bit there. Okay, so the land of mud. What have we got? Not a lot. Not great detail. This engraver, to be honest. Yep. Oh, right. Got some rocks and stuff around. Oh, is that a pyramid? And rocks all around, you know? But how does that make any sense? Why would you build a pyramid amongst a load of jagged rocks? Where is the sense in all this? There was just no sense. I don't see any towers there, so the building seems pretty much intact. I mean, the landscape's just a mess, isn't it? How is this come up? Looks like it's come up, doesn't it? Very odd. Very odd. Just goes to show our history's a lie. Or we just haven't been told everything. Right. Awful lot of greenage around here. Yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high steeples. Yeah. All around together in the same area. Yeah. So if they were churches and you had a city or a town, yeah, and you could only have 5 churches, would you put them all in a circle in one place? Yeah? Or would you put them out, equally all around so the little sheeple can go in, yeah, and worship? Yeah? Makes no sense. Because these were not churches. Oh no. Oh no. Right, so what we've got here, well, this is asking for trouble, isn't it, guys? Yeah, we've got a tower. Yeah. So this may predate actually the other ones, because all the other ones you've hardly got any greenage going on at all. Yeah. But here you've got lots of greenage. Yeah. I mean, yes, the land's sort of undulated, but for here it does look pretty flat. Not as bad as before, with the other ones. So it would appear that this is a pre-exploded machine. Or they've got it working, one of the two. So perhaps this is functioning, and that's why you've got all this greenage going on. Perhaps. And they're still standing as well, so I don't know. But looks like this was working, or it was just before all these things got switched on, as it were. Yeah, this is rather interesting. Okay. Well, there's no kind of like technology in these builds, are there? Here that they've attached to this tower. Well, you've got sort of odd-shaped windows, on the right there, and then this, and then that there, and that, and then that there. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But no, these aren't machines. Look, the window's well off. Look at that. Look. Just all over the place. Just ridiculous. So I don't know what's going on. But I don't think they were trying to harness the power of these things. I mean, what is that? What is that? Why you got round windows down there? If that's the next floor level, obviously, yeah, you'd have to crawl on your hands and knees to see out there. So what purpose and why does it go all the way along? I mean, it's just bonkers. I just wonder what these people are doing here anyway. Okay, so they've gone for one side of a tower and then just a little bit on the other side. So obviously this is another experiment. They've got a stack of tombstones there or something like that. It doesn't. They're up to no good, as far as I can see. Yeah. Well, so here we haven't got any stained glass Jesus or crucifixes going on here at all. Conductor stuff, and the land's pretty flat. So yeah, curious. Oh, small. Oh, we saw that one. Yeah, again, you got some towers, close proximity, not spread out throughout the whole land. And yeah, I can't really see much more. Yeah. So the detail's not very good. I don't know. Did it all just go wrong? Clearly a tower. And just look of how this has either come up. This land from ground level, poof, or around has fallen down. Yeah. There's just quite a few trees here. I can't read that one. I haven't really got a good perspective on that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're down to mappage now. So I'm going to jump out of there. Yeah, this one. I wonder if there's anything here. Stop. Might just flick through. Was there a year? I'm not sure. 1729. Okay, so that's the year for all of these galleries. So 1729. Yeah. Now, what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? It's the scale of everything. Yeah, it's absolutely huge, and of course, Lord Baron Brightwell, yes, lives here. Yeah? Uh, in 1729, how has he managed to amass the wealth to have all this? Yeah, and the peasants to do all of his work. Yeah? How does he manage that? Yeah, yeah. Uh, Baron Brome, Baron Brome. Yeah. How has he managed this opulence? Yeah, look, the acreage he's got. Yeah, how did he manage that? Yeah. Okay, I'm not even going to say their names anymore. It's getting boring. Okay, so yeah, look at the surrounding land. Yeah, and then this lord of the manor in his stately home. Yeah. Yeah. How? How do you do that in 1729? Buckingham. It's not supposed to be Buckingham Palace. Uh, yeah, I think we'll just move on. Oh, just, yeah, just look at the scale. Look at the scale. Yeah. Did he have planning permission? You know, where were the huge excavators levelling out all of this land? Yeah, who was this? Lord Rest. Yeah. This just proves why history is a lie. You know? Yeah. Now, was all this stuff here from a previous reset? And who's this? Lord Althorpe. Now, did Lord Althorpe just descend upon this place one day with his entourage and just move in and say, "This is mine"? Yeah? Or in 1729, yeah, there was the technology, machinery, and everything to construct all this kind of stuff on dirt roads. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, nip. Not too sure. Mm. I just have to pause it for a second, guys. Sorry. And I'm back. I'm intrigued by like those stately homes that we were looking at before. Why they are so decorative with their gardens? I mean, there's something about it, some kind of pattern to it. Were they just very artistic people? If they were artistic people, why did that not reflect on the shabby dwellings that surrounded the towers? So yeah, we've got towers around. I can't remember where we are here. But there does seem to be a distinct lack of trees here. A couple. Obviously these have been planted uh, for cultivation, for wood or whatever. But where is it all? Where is it all? And what is the plan, for the roads? And what was there? I mean, if you came to a piece of land and okay, let's start a community here. Yeah, I mean, you just sort of build your houses all over the place, wouldn't you? I mean, how did it come to be, having streets? I suppose it's probably a simple answer to that. But I mean, this makes sense. Yeah, so you've got like a causeway? What would you call it? I don't know what you call it. I think that's quite a straight line actually. And you've got houses like slap bang in the middle. Yeah, that's what I would expect, really. But then when it comes, well, I don't know. Well, no, I'll just drop that. I'll just drop that. So, question is, why is this still standing? Yeah, and the answer is, it's decommissioned. Yeah, it's all blocked in. Yeah, it's all blocked in. They shove some bells in there and call it a belfry. Yeah. But now this is interesting. In fact, uh, this is the first time I've ever seen this on the church. This is our plane, our flat Earth, and our dome being rolled back to go through to the upper world, the sky people. Yeah, and that's actually attached to this construct. That's interesting. Yeah, quite sure what to make with that, unless they were saying that this was a communication device that went through the dome to the sky people, perhaps. Yeah. And what's that? What's that doing there? What's that? Oh, I know. It's to tie up your horses when you go and worship your god. What's that then? We can have some silly windows here. It's a bit of an angle, isn't it? Um, well, yes, we've got silly windows, haven't we? Yeah. Yeah, so there's a course of bricks there. Yeah, so like 1/3 this window. Yeah, and this window is at the top of that course of bricks. Yeah, so that's weird. Uh, this this is a mud flooder, isn't it? It's definitely a mud flooder. This was the original door, and it's sort of, and now today we say, oh no, 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 that's the original door. The reason you've got a small door there is because that's so that people can walk in, and you can open the bigger doors, yeah, to let your horses in, because the horses live in houses with people, don't they? No, they don't. Uh, but what is that? What's that? What is the purpose of that? And you know, to keep the rain off? Yeah, really? So what about this side then? It's only that side. Um, hold on a minute. Is that a sunken tower? Yeah, have they built a house? Or, oh, who knows? What's going on there? What a weird looking structure. Oh my gosh, we've got more. We've got more of the dome. Very odd. How very odd. Oh, we saw that, didn't we? Now we saw that. And that, yeah. Hello. Right, okay, so we've really gone to town on this one. Yeah, so we've got our typical tower. One side is joined to it. That's a face of another building, so that's not joined to it. It's just one side. It's just one side is joined to it. Okay, but just on face value, okay, so you're looking at this now and you're thinking, well, that's really rather long, isn't it? Yeah. Why do you need such a lot? I mean, it looks like there's 2 floors. Looks like there's 2 floors there. Now, why would you have all that going along there up to a tower? Yeah, and then adjacent to that a wing, yeah, and then another long build, yeah, and then a little wing, and then another little wing. What is going on? What is going on? It just doesn't make any sense at all. You know, all these like strut things at the top, I don't know what they're called, to be honest. And then to a roof, and then just a roof, and a chimney at one end. So you've only got a fire at one end of this building. Uh, these have got chimneys. Is that a chimney? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Well, just take into consideration also all of these, all these spiky things and all these weird. I mean, that does look like a chimney. That does. At least it's central. But what are they? It just. And why you got that bit sticking out from here? And oh, look again, dome broken through dome. Poof. Oh, there is no sense to this at all. I mean, sure, they've made a good job. Is that a chimney there? Yeah, they've certainly been very busy in trying to make these places habitable. What are these called buttresses? Why have you got 2 up here supporting the whole wall, supposedly, and then just these 2 little ones here? Um, what is that? What's the interest exactly? I mean, people like gardening and stuff, but there's no rockery going on. No, there's something about this. There's something about this. Is this some kind of cymatic pattern? And I don't know. Did they have hot air balloons in 1729? And I mean, this looks normal. Yeah, this is normal. Everything's symmetrical. Yeah, it looks normal. Looks normal. That looks like something you'd put horses in, or pigs, cattle, or something. This is a standalone building. What on earth is its functions? Where's the windows? Yeah? Where's the chimney? Why you've got such a massive high door? Yeah, if a standard person was, say, his head was that high, yeah, so he'd be able to see out the window. Then why is the door so big? There's no sense. And look, this is the front of the building, and then it goes all the way back to what, half of the building, perhaps, all the way in. So, what's within these parts here that go back to this door? This from here, or what's inside there, and inside there on both floors? Or is there no other? Is there not a floor? Nonsensical, nonsensical. Not to be a dwelling place, anyway. Sort of like church type windows there. So is that a church? No tower. We've got that on the top. I don't know. They're trying to mimic what towers were doing. Yeah, but trying to incorporate it into a building in the hope it wouldn't blow up. Who knows? Is that a church? No. What's that? What's that? This is the upper world. Yeah. This is our dome. Yeah. Yeah, and then above it there's another plane, and you've got the upper world. Yeah? So this is a symbol. You see in architecture everywhere. Don't know what that part is supposed to signify. Again, if this is supposed to stop rainwater, that's the whole point of these things. Well, I'm sorry, it's just going to fill up, isn't it? And then it's just going to spill over onto anybody that walks through. And it's got nothing to do with shielding windows or whatever from the rain. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? Yeah. It's madness. It's utter madness, guys. Look at it. Look. What's this, a TARDIS? What's that? Yeah. Confession booth, telephone box, peep show box. I mean, what? Have I been there? Yeah. Yeah, just weirdage, you know. If this couple here, yeah, they're what, I don't know, 4 or 5 meters away from that house towards us. Now, if they went back, yeah, would they be level with that window? If they were inside the house, would they be able to see out those windows? Just, yes, it certainly would appear that they've definitely around this time, 1729, that there's definitely been a reset of about, I don't know, 10 years previously, and these buildings have just remained from the last reset. The last reset obviously didn't go that well. Yeah, so it was. Yeah, so we've got a standalone tower there, very sensible. Yeah, very sensible. Yeah, strange windows, if that's what they're supposed to be. So holes for joists, perhaps. This is curious, isn't it? You've got like this on the corner of the tower. Very, very odd. Very odd. Whatever its previous function was, but they've had the good sense not to join it to there, so that's probably still around today. Actually, knew where it was. No, it doesn't tell me where it is. Is that like, is that just perspective? Is he just trying to say that this is the angle of the road? But Why is that there anyway, blocking all of these windows? Why would you build that? I mean, there was a tower there. Oh no, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, there is a tower there. We've got that coming through it on that. I can't see what that is. Yeah, but okay. I mean, let's just come from the viewpoint, yeah, that this is a, a church, yeah, and so I mean, there's not much going on around outside, is there? At least from that's what we can see. Uh, so I don't know, maybe 50, 100 people live here. Yeah, I mean, do you need to construct a huge church like this with two wings as well? Yeah, just for like 100 people. But now it's a college apparently, or maybe it was back then. So that's a college and it's not a church. I guess it can be whatever you want it to be. If you could just move in. Okay, so it's not a church. It's actually a college because it looks like a college, doesn't it? That really does look like a college, a place of learning. Yes, of course it does. Well, I mean, uh, it seems to be attached to the edge, to the corner, doesn't it? It's not actually like part of one face of the whole thing. Don't know what they're up to. How could I know? I can only guess. Um, is it a sundial? Okay, this is just another view of the same place. Uh, it does. Is it the same place? I can't tell. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, but it does look like it's just attached to the edge. And this is a school. So why have you got these pillars? Why is it empty here and yet you just build a normal house there? What's all that about? It almost looks normal, almost. Yeah. Now then, very recently I was in Windsor Castle, and part of it uh, was ablaze a few years ago. But fortunately, a couple of days before, everything had been removed from within this particular wing of the castle. So there was no damage, only to the internal structure. Yeah, so it all got refurbed, and then they just moved all the stuff back in. Wasn't that lucky? Yeah. Uh, now, Martin and I have been talking about in cathedrals, really just cathedrals, really. And you've got these like pillars, and they kind of like spread out all over the place. All it's a it's a system. It's a circuit with relays and stuff. Right? Like zoom in. It, it's a continuous path everywhere. It goes off in different angles, but you've got these points, on the roofs of these machines. Yeah, but it's a science and a technology that's been hidden. But what I did notice at Windsor Castle is that you had some of these things coming down to go down to a pillar, like here, yeah. But there's no pillar, and you just get a nodule like that, yeah. And it's almost as if that these very nodules, yeah, were like plugs where you could plug something in or connect something to it. So the whole of the machine, however it all worked, these were the plugs that you plugged it into. Now, I haven't seen this before, yeah, but I think this would be an example of part of harnessing whatever these things were doing originally. Yeah, so, and this doesn't look like it's made of wood, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, this is a college, not a church. Sorry, this is a church because college people in there, so they call it a college. Oh, that's nice and symmetrical, isn't it? That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's nice. The door's a bit weird. Is that Coco the Clown? Not so much. Right? Not so much. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. What's with these slats in the brickwork? That they're like gaps, aren't they? They're gaps. That's not a gap though. Yeah, what's that? Yeah. So yeah, we've got some weirdage going on here. I think that looks like a drain, doesn't it? It's just to let water out. What's this supposed to be? Auditorium. Public auditorium. Um, yeah, well, I mean, it's just not right, is it, guys? I mean, look, that's one fatty, isn't it? That's fatty. That's a skinny. Why? Why? What purpose does that serve? Now we've done that. Okay, next. I think this is all just going to be Oxford. Okay, so we'll just no. What's that? Let's see what they tell us it is. A theatre. Yeah, because theatres are always round, aren't they? Yeah. So thespians moved into this construct, and it therefore becomes a theatre. Hmm. Well, you can see where these were original frames. Yeah, very high compared to the height of the people, and even this is just over halfway. This door, isn't it? And you've got steps going up. Yeah, so even for this person going through, it's overkill for a door, isn't it? Why do you need such a big door? Just there's just no sense to it. Uh, I mean, why? 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 Yeah. So, is that supposed to be a window? I mean, can you imagine standing in this loft space, what it must look like inside when you've got all of this like coinage and stuff going on? How weird it would look. And why would you even do that? A flame or a flag? And then, so let's just say you're in here and it's all kind of like weird. Yeah, how do you get up here to this part to look out of a window? Yeah. Or just put a bell in there and call it a belfry. Yeah. Belfry. Yeah, so mud flooder again, of course. Steps going up to the ground floor, or is that the ground floor? The position of the windows to the level of the floor. Everything's wrong. makes no sense. But they've done a pretty good job in trying to like making it look like something normal. I'll give them credit for that. But why block that window in? Yeah, decommissioning. Uh, why put that on the top, and why is that there? And why are you putting jugs up? Why block that out? Yeah. Another ancient architecture. Oh no, this is a theatre as well, but it's not round. Oh, it is a theatre because thespians are in there. Okay, that makes it a theatre then. Okay. Oh, this is not the Library of Birmingham, is it? The two entrances of the biblical of the library. The my French is not that good. I don't know. So this is a library from two entrances. Okay. And this is just in one town. Yes, this is just one city. And this is looking at it from the other end. Now that's an awful lot of books. Yeah. And if you think about all the stuff we've been looking at about architecture and stuff, because today apparently we can't build stuff like this anymore, and we can't understand how they built it either. Yeah? Well, all you need to do, is go to any city in England that's got huge libraries like this, and then find out, because they would have kept records, wouldn't they? But oh no, we don't have big libraries like this, and all of the books are gone. I wonder why. Yep, okay, silly windows. Yep. Silliness. Is that a church? Is that a church? Oh, it's a chapel. Yeah, so, right, okay. I'm just going to flick through. Don't want to be stuck in the same town all the time. No, just still in Oxford. Oh, there's a little bit of wreckage here. Have we got a tower and a church around? Nope. Oh, there's a church. I don't see a tower. Oh, guess that'll have to remain a mystery. Don't know. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, this is asking for trouble. Wow, two sides. Uh, guess we're still in Oxford. Doesn't look like it's decommissioned either, really. Well, I mean, it's a long time since, I mean, by the time they built these on, they've been inside these things and worked it all out as best as they could anyway, so, it's probably not working. Or they've got it right, at that time in the 1700s. Right, okay. I mean, maybe that's why Oxford became famous, because they actually worked out how to stop blowing things up and actually harnessing the power of these things in some way. And so that's why they were sort of accredited, the people of Oxford as being intelligent. Perhaps it's that. Oh, another tower. Nothing blown up there. Yeah. I think I'm going to call it this one a day, guys, because it just all seems to be Oxford. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just one side, so they might be safe. Again, if these are windows, why are they different sizes and different heights? Yeah, they've got bells in there, yeah, so it's decommissioned, so yep. Yeah, just one side. Yeah, that's clearly a sundial. Hello? Oh, it's a synagogue. Is that an upside down cross? Okay, no, it's a Jewish Christian place then. There's some muddage going on. The gravestones are like all over the place. Um, so they're into flat roofing at this point. So maybe it did go off. Maybe it did go off in the past. Yeah, can't really see. Can't see behind, can you? That's the problem. Yeah, I just saw that. Was that Gloucestershire, perhaps? Yeah, I mean, that's asking for trouble, that is. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there because I think it's just going to pretty much be all the same thing. My throat hurts, and I want a cigarette and a fag. No, not a fag. I mean a coffee. Cigarette and a coffee. I can't say fag, can I? All right then. Thanks for watching.